Welcome to Module 4 where we will be playing in the content area. So we're going to go back to our welcome page and we're going to create an item, a file, a web and course link, a content folder, and an image. After that, we are going to apply an adaptive release rule to an item and we are going to reorder our content area items. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to hover over build content. We will be using assessments later. Here is another access point for your course tools, which we completed in Module 3. Let's go ahead and select item. And a content item is any type of file, text, or image, or even link that appears to users in any content area, learning module, lesson plan, or a content folder. So just keeping with the theme of welcome to class. And so you may have, for example, welcome to Blackboard 101 Basic Instructor course. And maybe you want to change the color. Maybe make it bold. And we can add a course description. Again, maybe we want to change the color. Right? Maybe we'll have some getting started information. And if you want, you can expand it here. Maybe you can add some bullets. Maybe you want to add some learning objectives. Maybe you want to number those learning objectives. and maybe there is an ADA accommodation statement that you want to use. And you might actually want to link to that specific Rehabilitation Act. So what you would do in order to create the link maybe is actually copy the link, and then you're going to actually insert the link. So go ahead and open up a new tab, and maybe we can go to Google if that's an option for you. Go ahead and paste it in. And here's actually the section. So you can go ahead to either the ada.gov, ed.gov, etc., etc., etc. And so what you would do here is you would actually grab the link. So for example, grab the link here, go back to Blackboard, make sure it's highlighted, select Insert Link, add the link path. I would always open in a new window, for example, and then go ahead and select Insert, make sure that it changes colors and it's underlined. And you can go ahead and select Submit after you've attached any attachments and selected your standard options. All right. So that's your item. Now we're going to add a file. Okay, and maybe don't forget to sign your AUP. Click here to access. And so you can choose whether or not the file is going to be on your computer or in the content collection. And select Submit. Okay. Now we're going to create a web link. So maybe we need to link to the U.S. Department of Education, for example. Okay, American Disabilities Act. And if I wanted to add a description, I could do so here. I can also copy and paste it using my shortcuts. Add attachments and select Submit. Okay, and so that's my web link. Now we're going to select a link to a specific area in the course. And so I can browse my course, and maybe I want to link to the discussion board, for example. After reviewing the contents of welcome, please post in the board. And again, I would make it a little bit larger. And if you want, you can have a defined text color. Standard options and select submit. Here's your discussion board link to an area within your course. You might have to organize some of your content with a folder. That's pretty easy. And I'll call this stock images. Images you may need for course. Set my options. And then I can actually go into stock images. It's going to look just like in a content area, and I can add an image. I can pull the image from my computer or the content collection. Let's go ahead and pull it from the content collection now, because we have some things in the content collection. And we'll add the Blackboard image. Set my image dimensions if I want to customize that. Add a border thickness. Do I want to open it in a new window? Set my standard options. I can also preview it before selecting submit. Okay. Use my breadcrumbs to get back to the welcome area. And maybe I'm going to put an adaptive release rule. So for example, maybe on the AUP, I'd select adaptive release. And maybe put a review status, for example, on welcome to class. Select submit. This will turn on the review for the selected item. So that means right here you'll see enabled review. And I'll go ahead and turn off my edit mode button so you can really see what that means for your students. So notice it's gone, but you have this little switch mark reviewed. Once you select this, or your students select this, then that AUP will populate. If it's not selected, that AUP will disappear. And so that's what mark reviewed is. Turn my edit mode button back on so I can continue to work. And maybe I want to move my stock images folder to the top.